Okay, looks like we're supposedly live. And we'll see what's going on here. Some internet problems tonight with some folks apparently. So we'll hopefully see some folks online. Okay, looks like our live's not too bad either. At least I'm getting good speed here. It's great. Alrighty, well, we'll chat for a minute or two here and see if anybody comes online. Oh, things are okay here in Vermont. We got some rain finally today, much needed from our garden. The garden's not completely planted yet anyway, so that's okay. We get a little bit left to go, but the tomatoes are in, the peas are planted, the zucchini, cucumbers. Oh, there's something else in. Oh, Swiss chard. Oh, my strawberries are looking great right now, but they've been going since the good weather started, and I'm expecting to see berries probably, I would imagine, in the next few weeks. Hopefully before we go on vacation. I'd like to be here when they start to ripen. Let's see what else. The reason I'm not doing tonight is instead of tomorrow night we're going to a concert. My granddaughter, 17, and her brother, who's 15, grandson, they are playing at a concert tomorrow night at the high school. So that'll be a fun thing to look forward to. And they had a great time at their concert they had a couple weeks ago on the 26th of May, was it? Yes. She was the first chair of the orchestra. So that was nice. And got some video of that. I don't think I'm going to post anything like that. I'll talk to her and see how she feels about it. The video did not come out all that well. The sound is good, but the video was pretty bad. I should have brought a better camera. I used my cell phone. And usually that works pretty well, but for some reason, the way the lighting was kind of weird and everything kind of washed out. So anyway, let's see, what else is new? Well, we're still, life with Puppy has been going okay. She's pretty well housebroken, as far as we know, no accidents. Everybody seems to like her. She's getting certainly a lot of experience of being socialized, which is important. And got to play with my daughter's older dog, who's 4 or 5 years old now. He's part Chesapeake Bay Retriever, so there's a lot of energy in that one, and there's a lot of energy in the puppy, and they had a great time running around the yard chasing each other. So that was fun. I should have done some video. It was just amazing to watch them run around. And then let me see what else is new here. Like I said, concert tomorrow. Let's see, weather, kind of covered pretty much everything. I still haven't worked out yet to have a daytime type thing. I've been wanting to do it on Monday afternoons, but every Monday seems to come up with something I have to take care of. Next week I got an appointment. So it's in the morning, but I don't think I'll be feeling all that great after the appointment because it's some testing I have to get done. So we'll see. But anyway, this is the way things go. Let me see, what else? Well, I will be going on another channel on June 20th at 10 p.m. I think that'll get announced sometime like the week before, maybe a few days before. And it'll be an all-nighter. So that'll be interesting to see how that goes. I've done that once before. We went till about 2 in the morning, my time. And by the time anything's all wrapped up, it's closer to 3. And then through a few days after that, I'm taking off on a week-long vacation with a 10-hour trip, which we'll split over a couple days. But anyway, otherwise, doing fine. Let me see, what else is new? Not much, I guess. I have a variety of things again, as usual. Some jewelry, the things you saw in the preview, and I got some more Burton shirts, some a little different ones this time that maybe will be some more of interest. So I think we'll start with that and go from there. See a couple folks online, it looks like, at least according to my phone, it says there may be a few folks out there, so we'll see how that goes. And start with that. I'll switch cameras here, give me a chance to get in my settings and switch camera. And again, as always, for those that are catching this video later, which is all well and good. If you see something that you want that didn't get marked sold, you can always email me. My email is right there at the bottom of the screen. And it's also in the description, I think, as well. You can let me know if you're interested in an item that you think did not sell, and I will get right back to you. I'm pretty prompt about that generally. Because I am doing this on a Wednesday, most likely I'll have any invoices sent out by either tomorrow or Friday. I try to be prompt on that so people don't forget. I don't want to go so long with invoices that people forget what they bought. So anyway, okay. So I was going to start with I'm going to raise my camera up here because I think it's going to be easier to see. And I got a bunch of Burton shirts. For those that aren't aware, Burton is a big company that started here in Vermont, originally making snowboards, and they got to be so hot and so popular, they got into a clothing line and all kinds of things. So so I had access to some brand new. These are brand new with tags shirts, and I'll try and describe each of them. There are different styles here, and they are all new with tags, so they've never been worn. This one is a Burton size XL. Now I got to make sure it's when it says XL that it's an XL adult, but it is not. It is an XL child. And as you can see, it's a gray T-shirt. Sorry, it's XL in a children's. It has the tag. The price tag for some reason is not there, but the tag from the manufacturer is there still, with the RN number on here and some information about the company. It says Burton on the front, their logo. And like I said, their snowboard company primarily is what they're known for. I have sold several of their snowboards on eBay, and they're very, very popular. And so this T-shirt here is just a simple gray with their logo on the front. And I will go with, let me put something in the chat here. My cursor in the right place. And we'll start this and this one doesn't have the price shown on it, but the others are all pretty similar, and I'll show you that tag as well. But we'll start this at $8 for a brand new child's extra large T-shirt. Obviously, it's not you can tell from the tell it's from my hand for scale here. This is not an adult's T-shirt. It's a child's XL. I don't know how to convert that into an age appropriate size. It doesn't say anything on here either. It just says that it's 90% cotton and 10% polyester. And it does have a style number in here of some sort. I don't know if that matches. I assume that's what matches on the tag is 873806. It's a 6 on the side though, so I don't know if that is part of it or it's a 9. But anyway, that is that, and we will start with that. I've got a couple more, and I'll show, and then we'll switch over to some other things. But just to get started for the night, excuse me. I'm a little tired tonight, so I'm probably not going to go the full 2 hours. But we'll see here how it goes. But that's my plan right now. Okay, no interest in the T-shirt. I've learned that this still has the seams in it. They can fold it. That's how new this is. So we'll set that one aside. And I have another one that has a different logo. And this is a size small. And you notice that this is about the same, looks like about the same size as this, because the others, this is a size small adult. And this one has the tag here. Now I'm going to bring the tag up so you can read it. It's a MB Classic Mountain SS Gray Heather, size small. And I'll show you the original price tag, if it's on there. No, I guess it isn't on there. Huh. No, this one doesn't have the price on it yet either. It just has the style tag and all that kind of stuff. Same as the other one, gray, but with the red logo. So let me get in my chat here. We'll pass for now on that one. And this one is a gray with red logo. Adult size small. Same thing here, same price, $8. Not 8, oops, boy, that would have been a big typo. And so, again, nothing on the back, just a plain back with the red logo in the front. And tag, Nuit tags. And they call us the classic mountain gray heather. And item number. And again, their company logo. This one I believe is probably the same as the other. Size small, 90% cotton, 10% polyester. Very soft though, very soft t-shirt. I'm just gonna leave that up for a second more and then we'll, no interest, we'll pass and go on to the next one. Okay. That's all right. I guess somebody might see this later and we'll fold this one. Also fold this one, keep them neat when I store them. Okay. Now the next one we're really much different, and this one is going to be also a size small, but a little different. It's got a different logo on the front. It is still Burton, but it has this, they call it the antler. And this is the tags on here. And this is an adult size small, I think. I would call it that. Definitely not a child's. Same here, same thing here. This one's 100% cotton. No polyester in this one. They call this the MB Antler Slim SS True Black, size small. Has the logo on the front, and it has the Burton logo on the back. So we're going to call this the Burton Antler, size small. And we'll also start this at $8 as well. We'll be consistent here. So you can see there's the thing, the antler. I'm not sure what the meaning is of it, to be honest with you. But there's probably some promotional thing they were doing at some point that would cause them to have this particular logo. But it is Nuit tags like the other two. And it is an adult size small. And it is definitely black. But these are very soft. Okay, and we'll pass for now on that. Again, see, these are so new, they still have the creases in them from being folded. And we'll fold them up, keep them that way. And this other one I think is really cool. They call this one the Chomp. And this one is a size XL again, but this is again a child's XL. And it's called the Chomp, and you'll see why in a minute. And there's that on the front, and it's plain on the back. There's nothing on the back. So this one still has the price tag on it. The original price on this was $18.95 American, $21.99 Canadian. So I'm going to call this the Burton Chomp T, size child, size small, Again, same thing here, $8. Pardon my typo. And they call this the boys' chomp. Oh, they actually have call it a boys' chomp. Oh, I don't see why a girl couldn't wear it. SS Midnight size XL. There's the item number and the price. Again, Newitt tags. It's a cute T-shirt. And it's, if you can't make it out, that says BORTON right there. Burton in the chomp. I guess that's supposed to be another T there and maybe a J. I don't know, or just an arrow. Anyway, but that is the Burton T-shirt. If there's any interest in that one, we have anybody out there with a child that wears a size extra large, not XXL, just XL. And this one is also 100% cotton, made in Mexico. Okay. We'll pass for now on that. And let's jump into something else. Excuse me, I'm going to fold this up properly again. Rather quickly here. And we'll file that away. Okay. Let's have a look at the list here and check off the ones I've shown. And we'll switch to some jewelry here for a bit. At least one or two pieces. I had a Leah Sophia set I wanted to show somewhere here. Oh, there it is. Yep. This is a set, a Leah Sophia set of, I'm going to take it out of the bag here in a second. Matching earrings, and we were starting this at $10. And I'm going to get a board set up so we can display it properly. At least the necklace part of it, and I'll show you the earrings. And so this actually has a name. It's called Pixie Dust. And it's not a long necklace. I'm going to measure it here real quick before I put it up. But I think it is, see, it's 12. Looks like about 14, looks like a 28 inch maybe. There are no extenders on this. I'm going to, just give me a second here while I fasten it. And then I'll show you the necklace. Sorry, my fat fingers. So you can see the, I want to show you the Leah Sophia tag first. You'll see it right on there. And this is the necklace itself. Oh, that was a lobster claw. If you saw it. Now my fingers are on the way. We'll hang it there. So that kind of hangs like that. And then I have the earrings. The earrings are shepherd hooks. So let me put those on something that hangs better than my fingers. And that is the matching earrings. I'm going to bring those up. Here's the matching earrings, shepherd hooks, as you can see. Kind of a purple, amber kind of color. It's not amber, it's just I think it's just glass, crystal, amber crystal with silver tone. And a silver tone necklace with light blue. Let me show you that up close. You can see there's some kind of a amber tone blue to it and white. And this pieces in between, it's often called liquid silver, but I don't believe these are silver. It's not labeled silver. I know some Lea Sophia can be silver, but I don't believe this particular one is. It's not labeled as such. So I'm going to assume not. But it lays like that and looks quite nice with the matching earrings down below here. Anyway, so that is a starting bid of $10 for that. Like I said, it's called the Lea Sophia Pixie Dust, I think is what I said. Yes, Pixie Dust. I happened to find that one pretty quickly, actually, when I looked it up. So it must have been a popular one of theirs. If there's any interest. So, and give me a second here while I readjust. Okay. No interest in the Lea Sophia. That's okay. I have one other piece of jewelry I want to show, then we'll switch over to some other stuff. Oh, I know which ones I want to show. Let me steal this. No, that's not going to work. Not going to work in some black. Let me just have to show these by hand. Get this set up while you're thinking about that one. Okay, I'm going to pass for now on the Lea Sophia. This is okay. Whoa! Good thing they make their stuff solid. I'll take that out of the way. And I'll put this away properly. I don't want to lose anything here. I'm starting to try and get more organized in where I keep things, and how I do it. I may be able to use this to show these. Let me see if I can get them to hang on there properly. I might be able to do it. These are also going to be shepherd hook earrings. That won't stay. Okay. I'm just trying to find a good background to show them on, and my hand is going to have to do. I apologize for that. But these are I'm going to just show one. So we try to show two, both. It's just going to fall down. These are what we call peacock style earrings. It's not peacock feathers. It just looks like it's peacock, but that's the earring. Let me get that to focus. Come on now. There we go. And you can see it hangs. It's about, I'd say about 2.5 inches long, not including the hook, shepherd's hook. I have a pair here. Here's the other one, just so I can show you that they're similar, the same design. Back, it looks like that. It really does. They really do try to simulate it to look like feathers. It's pretty cool how they did that. But it's just the material that is a bit iridescent, I would almost say, and the beads that are with it are also very shiny and iridescent. The lighting, of course, is really showing that off nicely. But we're going to put that up there, and we're going to put that on screen down below here and move the camera back down while I type it in the chat. Okay, give me a second. And that was the peacock earrings. That's what I'm going to call them in the chat here. We'll start that at $6, believe it or not. I think that's a good deal for these. There. Let's see, my thumb's roughly an inch, so you can say these are about 2 inches in length of the material. And there, I could not see there's no manufacturer name on it I could find. But I thought I'd throw it out there. And then the next thing I'm going to show is sort of jewelry. I will, if I can find it. There it is. Okay, no interest in that either. That's okay. Pass for now on those. And we will go to another thing that's sort of jewelry in the sense that it's not a piece by itself, but it is a sterling silver charm for the charm bracelet. It's a canoe. I'm going to set that down for a second. See, I'll type in the chat. Starting bid on that will be, what did I do with that? There it is. This is sterling. It is marked sterling. I'll show that. Give me a second. Okay, it is marked sterling on the bottom. There. There we go. It's marked 925. The original price on this was $16. So I'm asking half that. And this is something that's been around for, I think we picked this up over 30 years ago. So that was a 30-year-old price that's on the back of that. This sterling 925 charm canoe. If there's any interest in that. And I will line up my next piece while I leave that out there. And I think there was one other item I was going to show. And then we'll switch to some other stuff. I found a vintage piece. This is vintage as well, technically, because, like I said, this came from the business we had back in the 1900s, 1990s. I gotta find this pin. What did I say? I write it down. I don't know if I wrote it down. I may have to come back to this and look at my other list. Oh, if there's interest in this, I actually have more than one of these. I have two of these canoe 925 charms. So, oh, there we go. Alrighty. We'll pass for now. And one last item I'm going to show for jewelry right now, and then we'll switch to something else, is I have a simple little patriotic pin. And this dates back quite a few years. It's just a stick, just a plain push-to pin with a connecting like that on the back. Focus now, focus. No marks or labels I could find on it, but it is a simple little patriotic pin that came out many years ago. And that is the pin. We'll start that at $3. If there's any interest. And let me check that off my list. And then we'll switch over to a few other things. We'll switch over to some other items. Okay, well, let's see, let me grab those. Okay, let me start with these. I have some patterns, and these are uncut. We checked, we opened the packages and looked. From Vogue, And that's what I'm going to have up next. So let's pass for now on the pin. We'll set that aside. Okay. So I have several of these, 4 of these to be exact. So maybe several isn't the right term, but I'm going to show all 4 here. So there's this one here that's a Calvin Klein, this one Renata, this one here is Ralph Lauren, and this is a Calvin Klein. You can tell from the style. Oops, let me get my camera up there better. I'll show each one up close in a minute here. But Vogue, patterns. Let's see, what was I going to do with this? Oh, yeah. And I'm not putting it in the chat, but I'm willing to sell them as a package if there's really any serious interest in all of them. But I did this the choice thing rather than the camera keeps lying down on me. Here we go. Lock it in place. Now I'll show each one of these individually, and we'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever, however you want to do it. It's fine. So there's the Calvin Klein Vogue American Designer, number 1791. You can see it's patterns that are in there. The original price is on there from when it was sold. There's a chart here, and it doesn't says the size. It says see reverse for size. Size 14. Right on the inside here. So that's a size 14. Then this number 2 here is this very easy Vogue Calvin Klein, number 1990 pattern. And that is also a size 14. And then number 3 here is Ralph Lauren, American Designer, number 2982. And that one is a size 12. And then this is the Renata, number 2185. And that one is also a size 14. And these are, for my wife's best guess, these are, from the previous century, prior to 2000, from the design style. There is no dating on these things apparently, so they never date them apparently. At least if there's a date, it's not obvious. I didn't see anything on here like a copyright or anything on there. I'm looking at one of them now just to make sure I'm not blowing smoke here. But no, I did not see anything. It just talks about measurements and things like that, body measurements, patterns. This came from a store. This looks like this one came out of a store called Tina's Fabrics. It's a local store. I seem to recall it used to exist years and years and years ago. But no, I didn't see a date on that one. And they don't have copyright. Interesting that they don't have some kind of a protection about date, but no. So anyway, that's the patterns. If there's any interest in that, for somebody watching now or somebody watching later, just let me know. And again, if they contact me later and say I'd like to make a deal on all 4 of them or 2 of them or whatever, sing me a note. They're in excellent shape, uncut. I meant to say that in the chat, but okay. Okay, what did I do with those? Oh, goodness. Give me a second. Like I said, I'm trying to stay organized here, and I think I put something away that I wasn't supposed to. There they are. I want to mix up this stuff I've already shown with the stuff I'm about to show. Okay, no interest in the patterns. Like I said, different stuff tonight in the sense of type of material. I don't often do clothing, which is that's thing. And this is the first time I've tried patterns. And again, it all matters of whether I think, looking for people who are into crafts. And I'll stick with the craft theme briefly here. I have this book on folk shawls, and this is, let's see if I can pass for now on that. So let's see that. Oh man, I can't type as usual. We'll start with this one at, what did I say I was going to do on that? Yeah, that's what I thought. 5. We'll start this at 5, and you'll see there's actually 2 books here. I'll just explain that in a minute. So this is a book called Folk Shawls. It's 25 knitting patterns and tales from around the world. So it has all these different knitting patterns for doing shawls, and some information is written by Cheryl Oberle, O-B-E-R-L-E. I'm pronouncing that right, I hope. This is not an old book. I think this was, let's see if I can find the copyright here. It looks like the copy says 2000, photography 2000, text in 2000. And then it mentions a little bit about Cheryl Oberle apparently in here. But, now I was just going to throw in this little mini magazine that has lacy tops and sweaters that make from cool summer breeze, plus a bikini and cover up. I don't know much about what's in there other than this, it just shows some, I guess this is crocheting, not knitting, but anyway, I'll throw that in there with the book. That was a $2 book. And this book was when it came out, was a $21.95 book when it came out in 2000. So that's a good deal for those that are into crafts and knitting. Or if you know somebody who's in the knitting, you think would like this book as a gift to knit up some really interesting shawls from around the world. And that is the craft stuff. And then I'll get into some collectible stuff, and then maybe a little more jewelry, and then we'll get back to some other stuff. Okay, let me check off my list here. Patterns. Okay. So that was the 2 craft items. Yes. Okay, leave that there for a second. Pass for now on that. And I haven't seen anybody talking in the chat, so I don't know if there's anything anybody's looking for. But this is what we'll keep showing until I hear different. Okay, I think I still a couple more pieces of jewelry. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah, we'll go with this. And my board. Okay. Let me that up a little bit. So this is a malachite necklace. And we'll start this at $7. And it is 16-inch length. And it has a barrel style clasp, which I'll show in a minute here, or seconds. So a simple barrel style clasp. It is malachite chips. They're polished, as you can see. 16 inches long. And that is one piece of jewelry I was going to show. Oh, there it is. Keep misplacing my pen. And while you're thinking about that, I will peruse through my box of stuff here and see what I might want to show you next. Oh my, choices. Okay, we'll go with this one. Yep, definitely go with that one. While I get the. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to pass for now on that. Quiet in the chat. Nobody chatting tonight. Not sure why. Maybe I know it's a different night, so maybe I've lost some of my usual viewers. But that's okay. We'll just keep going. Hopefully somebody will come in. Let me know I'm all out alone out here. That's right. All right, so no interest in the map. Okay. But I've got a sterling silver. This is a super long chain. It's the 30-inch sterling silver chain. And we'll start this, and I have to start this because this is a really large sterling chain. We'll start this at 14, and I'll bring this up close so you can see it better. It is marked. It's marked 925 Italy. Right. Here's the Italy. Get that on camera correctly. There we go. And it is 925. It is a chain, what they call a chain. So you can see the pattern. It looks like a woven chain. So you could effectively double it up because it's so long and wear it like that, or wear it long, or put your own pendant on it. I mean, this thing is incredibly long for sterling silver. But there's that. And while you peruse that, if no questions, I will go on and dig out some more stuff. Okay. I'm trying to make sure I get through also what's in the preview. It was in the preview. Some of the stuff obviously was not in the preview. And I mentioned that in the preview that I had more items than I had time to set it up for the preview. I was kind of rushing to get the preview done last night. And didn't have a chance to really determine what I was going to be showing completely tonight. And so I'm having some internet issues with my phone. It's kind of weird. I hope it's not bothering other people out there. But, okay. Alrighty. We'll pass for now on that. No interest in the sterling silver chain. That's okay. Excuse me. Set that aside. We'll set this aside for a second. We'll go back to one of the items, a couple of the items I showed in the, I leave my camera up high because you're going to need it, and turn it down a little bit. So this is a Life magazine from April 28, 1967. 1967. Oh, I was so young then. And it's the covered the the Expo 67. And I believe what's in the background there is the geodesic dome that the United States had at that fair. And you can see a picture of that. It looks like a monorail or maybe a monorail type vehicle moving along. There's no mustiness smell to this one at all. Sorry, that's kind of what I wanted for bid. Oh, what did I say? We're going to start this at $10, and there's no mustiness on this thing. The edging, is got some wear, of course, for something this old, with a few cracks in that. I mean, but it's intact. The inside, it even still has the card that to subscribe to Life magazine. And there's Woody Allen. There's this looks like out in California. I think I've been there. Redwood trees, yeah. Redwood trees and Peace Corps article. And there's an advertisement for Bird's Eye, frozen foods, and Kaleidoscope Tower, and some more advertising and the like. So yeah, you can see it's in pretty good shape for considering its age. And if you're just into the vintage ads, there's a lot of that. If you're interested in the World Fair stuff, I know this people actually do collect things related to World's Fairs. 25th reunion toast for Doolittle's Raiders. Volcanic splashdown. Anyway, so some interesting stuff here. Again, commercials. This is typical of these magazines back then. They're mostly commercials. So there is that magazine, and I will have another one coming up after this. If there's no interest in that particular Life magazine, or if somebody's interested later, as I always say, you can let me know. I cannot ship, even though it's collectible. Last time I checked, the post office is still not let's use media mail, even for collectible stuff, because it contains advertising. If it has any advertising, you cannot use media mail. But if I send it first class in a large envelope, it usually isn't too bad price-wise for shipping. So, and of course, if you order other things, then it gets all combined with that anyway. Okay, so there's that one. We'll pass for now on that one, and then we'll go on to the other. I have two more, but I'm going to show just one more right now, and then we'll get to the other one in a bit. This is the one from November of 1964. November 13th, to be precise, 1964. Again, let's see, what did I want to make sure I do the right one here? Yeah. On this one, I'm only going to ask $8 start. And see if there's any interest in Life magazine from 1964 with Lyndon Baines Johnson, LBJ, on the cover. And winners at LBJ Ranch. There's the back, and there's the edge. And you can see it's got, typical little bit of tearing there, but nothing serious. And pictures. The night they stole the Star of India. Again, it's still in there. That's an interesting picture. Toast of Broadway Julie. Oh, Julie Andrews. Oh, that's interesting. So Sammy Davis and on so forth. So yeah, that is that magazine. If there's any interest in them. Excuse me. Yeah, I keep resetting my phone. It's weird. my cell phone's on the side here, just kind of monitoring so I can get an idea if the lag is getting bad. And so far, it's been okay. Just every once in a while, it clicks up and I have to restart it. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. Set that aside. And, oh, I don't know if anybody's been anxiously awaiting the Vera Bradleys, but I got some Vera Bradley to show. I will lay it out like that so you can see it, and it is Vera Bradley bag, I'm going to call it. Starting bid of 15. This is unbelievably good condition. My wife couldn't believe it when she came across this. It looks like it's about 12 inches, roughly 11 to 12 inches deep. The inside is very clean. There's the Vera Bradley tag on the inside. I always try to show that because I know there are fakes out there. And there's that side. It's just one bag. It's just a bag. There are interior pockets, but no exterior pockets. And there's two interior pockets here and here. And you can see how deep it is with the handles, and this is my identification tag just so I keep track of my inventory. The handles there. So when you're holding it, let me bring it up. You can see when we're holding it, you can see how it hangs. There's the Vera Bradley. This is it's just unbelievably great condition. The bottom is clean. It's a nice colorful pattern. If there's any interest in the Vera Bradley, you can let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go on to the next item. Okay. Put that aside. We will bring up. This is the set of golden books I have. These are like, again, in unbelievably mint condition. The woman said that she would buy, when she had her child, she'd buy them almost one a month or one a week. I forget what it was. So she had quite a few. And so these are 8 choice ones that we picked, and I'm gonna go through each of them here. But what I'm looking for on the golden books set of 8 here, and we'll start this at 15 also. So and these are dated. I don't know if I believe the dates on some of them, because the inside has the person's name and it says 1990 in there. So that was when they bought it, most likely, or around that time. Because on the inside it says copyright 1962. That's when the original did. And if you look in the back, I don't think it is a date on the back as well. So I'm going by the date that the person wrote inside. It says 1990. There's a We Help Daddy. Tale of Peter Rabbit. Again, it is written on the inside. The Shy Little Kitten's Secret Place. You can see the original price when the person bought it from back in the 90s. This one has a copyright of 1989. I did not take the stickers off. I don't take the stickers off when I think it might damage the book, so I leave them alone. This one's Baby's Christmas. This one also has a 1990 first Christmas. It says first Christmas in there for that child, apparently. The New Puppy. Again, 1990. Oh, Little Rabbit. in 1990. Pinocchio, very well-known story. Again, 1990. And I think if you look these up, you'll see that some of these are worth. You can make your money back on just a couple of them. So if you're just a reseller. And this was also 1990. Saggy Baggy Elephant, No Place for Me. So that is the series of golden books, if there's any interest in those. Okay. Alrighty. And let's pull this other Vera Bradley, Little Clutch. And for that one, you see this is about 6 inches across, and I'm calling it a clutch only because there's no handles on it, so I assume that's why you would call it a clutch. Starting bid, we'll make that $10. For this Vera Bradley, again, extremely clean. There's the Vera Bradley on it. Just ignore the tag. That's my, like I said, my inventory label. Decided not to take it off. There's the inside. The outside, very, very clean. No staining. Inside's a bright, bright pink. A little pocket there. Just a piece like that. And the zipper works just fine. If there's any interest in that Vera Bradley, at $10. Start. Excuse me while I try and keep track of what I've been showing. What's that one? And we showed that and that. Okay. And we'll switch over to a little bit of jewelry again, I think, and then we'll switch back. Okay, we'll pass for now on that. This one here is has a. I don't think this has ever been worn because it still has the original tag and original price. And it's got I'm trying to get on my board here. Let me show you. So this is a faux pearl necklace. Okay, move that out of the way. And so I'm gonna, and you're gonna see why I'm calling it this in a minute. We're gonna start this at $4. So it has this tag on it. It says Lotus Lady, and there was the original price, $750. But this is definitely vintage. There's the clasp and the necklace. And I don't know if there's anybody interested in something like that, but this is almost, I would say, I'm guessing from the state of it that it's something that's probably close to 40 or 50 years old. I think this came out of an old collection that somebody had that they never wore, or they would have taken that little tag off of there. But so they're faux pearls. There's some non-uniformity in color. As you can tell. So obviously, it's just costume jewelry. It doesn't. It is the intent on it. But I thought I'd throw it out there and see if there's anybody who would be interested in something that old. That was kind of interesting. And then I've got another couple pieces of another set of earrings I'm going to show. See if I can get them to display properly. Okay, we're going to pass for now on that. That's okay. I have these silver tone, I'm going to call them earrings. They're really a bright fake silver. I'm impressed by how bright they are. But I'm going to show them like that because that's the best way to display them. But you can see they're rather large. These are, I would say, 1.5 inches long, maybe almost 2 inches long. And you can see the style of clasp that's on them. Let me set that down, and then I can put the camera down below. And I'll turn this sideways so you get a better look at them. I'm just going to call these silver tone hoop earrings. And we'll start those at $3. If there's any interest. And we'll switch over to something else. Like I said, I'm trying to make sure I get to everything I showed in the preview in case there was something in particular interest that somebody saw. By the way, I always forget to say this, but if you can hit like and subscribe to my channel, it is greatly appreciated. It does help get the channel out there noticed. I noticed a lot of people looked at the preview. I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that. And if you can hit a like button on it next time you're in there, that would be appreciated. And give a shout out to my grandson, Jackson Garrow, who does the music for my previews. His song that I have out there, Passenger, is not in his YouTube channel. It's on his SoundCloud, but I will, I've been working with him on getting that out there. He's got a number of other songs, a lot of his compositions that he's written out there. A very talented musician who just today passed his nursing exam. So he is now a fully qualified RN nurse, as well as his girlfriend. So they are thrilled, and they'll start working as a nurse in July. So congrats to them. Okay, no interest in the earrings, that's fine. We'll pass for now on those. And I know not too many people are into electronic stuff, but I just had this brand new Logitech mouse. M705 is the model. It is in the box, even has the batteries. It's a wireless mouse. It's intact, it's all there. I'm gonna take it out of the box and show you. There's no unusual padding. Oops, the batteries are causing it to jam up a little bit. Give me a second. So there's the mouse. There's the batteries that came with it. When I looked at this up, they actually recommend this is apparently very popular as a gaming mouse for the gamers. Logitech mouse, brand new. And we'll say $10 on that. Wireless mouse, I should have said. As you can see, there is no cable, but it's in the box, and there it is. I have not tested the batteries. They're still in their shrink wrap, so I'm assuming they're okay, but I will ship the batteries with it. I think I can. I'll have to find out if the post office will not allow or allow it. I'm not sure. We'll at least have to let them know that they're in there. So I think the reason they do that is you can't ship it by air. If there's batteries, they can ship it by ground. So, not that something like that they ship by air. But anyway, that is the one odd, I would call typical item I don't typically show as any kind of electronics related stuff. And get to my list again here and mark that off. And that. Okay. I did that. I did all that. Okay. We'll pass for now on the mouse. Excuse me. Put it back in the box. And speaking of boxes, I have a nice wooden cigar box. It says the name Hemingway on it. Oops, sorry. Didn't tighten that up. And it is, I wouldn't call it, no, it could be considered vintage, I guess. We'll see. I'll show you why in a minute. But just a wooden cigar box. We'll start this at, what did I say I want to go with that? Huh. Did I not write it down? Huh. Oh, there it is. All right, we'll start this at $8. Pardon me, I'm just looking past stuff, my list. And so we'll go through this. So there's a little hinge there, and the inside you can see a label. And inside the box, it's got a felt lining on the bottom. I think that this, whatever this little thing is here, it says warning about cigar products. There was a little sticker that was there. I just left it in the box, but that was just like the surgeon's warning kind of thing about cigars. Contains chemicals known to the state of California to cause cancer, blah, blah, blah. So that was the little sticker that was in there. I just left it in the box loose. That's the inside. You latch it again. There's the latch and the end of it. There's the bottom. And this is why I have an idea of a date. Somebody wrote, it looks like with a Sharpie on it, 11/12/98. So I'm guessing that's roughly the date of it. It had 25 cigars in it at one time. And that's etched right. That little scroll is etched right into the wood, as was the writing as well. Now, I mean, there's scratches on this thing. This thing's been kicked around. The hinges are there, still intact, pretty solid. There's another warning there. The same warning that was on the inside, actually, about California. There's the side. Again, like I said, there's some, it's not perfect. There are some scratches and things, but you can see it's dovetailed edges. So I thought, I know people that love collect cigar boxes and stuff. So dimensions, if somebody wants to know, is roughly 7.5 by 7 by 2.5. So not bad. Not a big box by any means, but it said it had 25 cigars in it at one time. So by this Hemingway. So again, this is embossed right into the wood, the writing. So you can sort of see that when you held at the right angle, sort of. But okay, well, no interest in that. We'll pass for now on that, and that's fine too. And where was I? Oh yeah. So let me see. Oh, we showed that. I have, I'm trying to think here what people might be interested in. Well, I do have another Leah Sophia piece. Let me show that. Well, we'll get this out of the way. I'll save that for another time. Let me set this up on the board here so you can see it properly. So this is a Leah Sophia piece. I'll show you it all. Let me get the board set up here so you can see it. It's quite long. And I'll have to back it up even more, it looks like. And you can see it's quite long. I mean, I've got this on the last peg on the back. No, not quite. Just a moment. Let me type it in the chat here so we have that started. A better way to describe that. It has large chain, I guess. Just for in case somebody references this later. We'll start this at $6 for this Leah Sophia. And let me show you where it says Leah Sophia on the back. On the next, you have the extender, of course. And there's the focus now, focus. Leah Sophia there, okay. And you can see it's a really large silver tone loops. There is no marking for silver on this, but you can see it has quite the extender on it. And it's really long. I think just the chain alone is 22 inches. And then what's hanging down from it is another 5 inches. So it would be 22. So what they call the drop would be 16, but in the sense of how far it comes down. But anyway, that is that. And so let me bring it up close so you can see the bit more of the detail in it. And just keep wanting to slide off the peg in the back here. Okay, let me bring it up closer, and you can see it's just a combination of a couple beads, something that looks like PowerShell sort of, silver tone and glass beads and silver tone pieces. And again, this looks like, I don't know if this is really PowerShell or if it's just simulated PowerShell, but there's that. Okay, so for that Leah Sophia, really long necklace is a $6 start. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm keep having a clean. It must be the smoke coming out of Canada that's getting to us here in Vermont. Okay. And I will show 2 more items and probably call it a night at this point. So we will pass for now on this. Go to the last Vera Bradley bag I was planning on showing. Give me a second here to put this away. Where is it? Yep. So there's another Vera Bradley bag in excellent condition. And get this out of the way. I'm calling it a bag again because this, well, to me it looks more like a bag than a purse, because it doesn't have a flat bottom. We'll show you all of it here in a minute. We'll call it Pink Flower for anybody referencing this later. And we'll start this one at 15 as well. Yes. Excellent condition, like I said. Not new. I'm not saying it's new. It's just saying it's in very, very good shape. There's a zippered bag here on the side. There's the Vera Bradley again right there on the zipper. Same thing here on this zipper. There's another little pocket here and another zippered pouch here and here. The inside is the Vera Bradley tag on the inside. And on the inside, there's a one, two, looks like three little pouches, one medium-sized pouch and two smaller ones. And there's the pattern on the inside. You can see it. And the zipper here works just fine too. Again, clean all around. Excellent, excellent condition. Adjustable straps. I guess you could go mostly use it like a crossbody bag. The way the straps are set up, it's long enough. It might be able to be a crossbody bag. And it looks like the overall length here is about 10 inches from top to seam. Again, the bottom, the other side, very, very clean. That's just my inventory tag. If there's any interest in that, Vera Bradley. If not, I'm going to pass for now on that. Like I said, I wasn't planning for a full 2 hours tonight, and been a ragged day for some reason today. Just the way it goes sometimes as you get older. Okay, we'll pass on that guy. And then the last thing I had, I think, well, I have one other thing if there's any interest in it, and we'll see here. But I have this Look magazine, JFK, remembered, from, what was the date on that? November 1764, so a year after. 11/17/1964. And the starting bid on that's going to have to be, I think, $10. If there's any interest in that. Highly collectible articles, and here, of course, with Jackie there on the front and their son, who I haven't heard much about him lately, but I know his cousin is running for president, but RFK Jr. That's Robert F. Kennedy's son. So, and there's the commercial on the back, pictures on the inside, and there's the thing. No mustiness to this magazine. It was stored very well. Some nice automobile ads in there. I know some people collect the magazines for the ads. The words JFK loved best. Lots and lots of pictures. Kennedy, Ireland. More advertisements. More about the Kennedys. So it looks like it's pretty much all about the Kennedys in here. Lots of family pictures in here. Young John talks about Daddy. Transport. Another car commercial. Whiskey commercial. Cartoon. Oh, I remember these. You used to get, this is back when vinyl was popular back in the 60s, and you could join these clubs to get, a new album. It was like and then later on they did it with cassettes and DVDs, and they did it with 8-tracks as well. But anyway, there's the Look magazine, if anybody's interested in that. I haven't seen anybody say anything in the chat tonight, so we're going to pass for now. And just hope that somebody picks up on this stuff later. And that's okay. That happens. And we did those. Okay, so the last thing I have, if there's any interest, is this fountain. I did test it. It does work. I'm not sure if this is a chip here or if it's discoloration, but whatever. You put water in there. It's battery powered. The water flows out of this, and then there's a two-way switch. So if you switch it one way, you can hear. I don't know if you can hear the whirring of the pump, and if you flip it the other way, the pump runs, and you have bird-like, forest type sounds with it. I think it's motion activated because if I turn the fountain on, it stops after a while, but then if you move near it, it starts again. So I think might be motion sensitive, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's really heavy. I think this is where the motion sensor is, right here in the front. And you can see there's the battery thing underneath. You see, do not get that wet, of course. There's the switch on the side. There's the back and this side. And this weighs quite a bit. For that little fountain, I think it's resin. We will start that at, what did I say I wanted for that thing? $10 start. So for the fountain, if there's any interest, let me get the camera up closer to it and give you a better view of it. Kind of at the angle that it really matters to see it head on. There. And that's the fountain. And I think I'm going to end it there. I do have some other jewelry I could show, I could always scrounge up a bunch of other items, but I think I'm going to end it here tonight. And hopefully we'll have some interest in this and people watch these videos later. Okay. Let me switch cameras. Okay, there we go. Well, and for those that are watching later, welcome, and I hope you found something you really liked, and you can email me about it. And I'm going to type in the password now in the chat here, so we close that out. As you can see, I'm not a typist. I have to look at the keyboard. I'm not very good at typing. Should be. I worked on a computer for many years and have to type all the time. Okay. But anyway, thank you for those that popped in briefly to watch, and thank you to those that come in later. We hope you all have a great weekend that's coming, and we'll hopefully see you next week.